Hi, it's me again. There's something else I want to say. Um, I don't know, I'm just talking. I even don't know if anyone ever will see these things. But if you see it, maybe you can help me, or maybe you feel the same, or you're just curious as I am. Um, Also, what I read the last past days, it was about different ways of Kundalini awakening, and they were like, yeah, that you do a lot of practice for different things and breathing and twin flame situations and traumatas, and I don't know, there are different things, I guess. And I also read like there is a way when your ego dies that your kundalini awakens. I don't know, I'm sure, I hope, actually I hope I'm not the only one. It was in a different way with me because um, I figured out my small Maya was actually always living the life. She was always outside. Even I was like almost 50 kilogram more. I was weighing 50 kilograms more. And I didn't eat, I never ate a lot. I was always sporty, I was always moving, and still I was fat. And everyone, even my friends, they were like, hey, they were like, like supermodels, like thin and stuff like this. And they were like, hey, how, even I was living with them, with one of them, I was traveling when I was 17. We went to a different country to study, to learn English and to improve our English. And even there, she saw me. We were 24 hours together. We were even in the same class. We were living together. We were the whole time together like twins. And she was always like, hey, I don't understand. How can you be, this big, even you don't eat? I see what you're eating. Of course, I lost weight there because it was sun, it was, the ocean was there. I was feeling really good because also of my friend. We have a very good connection together. We are vibing since ever. I don't know. It's a special vibe with her, and I don't know. Even yeah, many people who were living with me or staying a time with me, they saw what I was eating and how I'm moving and how I'm active, and everyone was wondering. Even me, I was wondering. Okay, of course, I have thyroid problems and stuff like this, but still, come on. I mean, what the fuck? And then, as I said, I was always living in my small Maya was here. My ego was just on the side, and then when I had my first real boyfriend, and we were like in a longer relationship together, I figured out when we broke up, I didn't feel anything. It was just gone. All the feelings I had, everything was gone. And I was like, okay, weird. But for me, it was better because I was not crying for him and nothing. And we really loved each other. But now I figured out it could not work because of our egos and our lives here. It could work out, but yeah, you need two people for these things. And but he loved my small Maya, and I loved his small person or spirit, and I loved his ego, and he loved my ego, and we were just a cute couple. I think he was my soul. We were soulmates on a special level, but still it didn't work out. Love sometimes is not enough, and yeah, I even didn't cry, nothing. I stopped eating. I didn't felt anything anymore. I was just like cried, I was there. That was my ego. And my small Maya, she hid herself, she hid her feelings and everything, I guess. Because after that, when I met my other ex-boyfriend, it was terrible. I just met him after my ayahuasca session, and my ayahuasca session was very sad, and I was feeling so lonely, and I couldn't stop crying even after the session. I was still there and crying and talking to the shamans, and I couldn't explain these feelings where this loneliness is coming from, and I didn't felt connected to anyone. Even I was there, but I felt just like disconnected from earth, from everyone. And yeah, the next day I met my ex-boyfriend, and he manipulated me. I was thinking I recognized him, but nope. Little Maya was confused, and he looked similar to my twin flame, and I guess that's why she got confused. Because anyhow of the ayahuasca and all these emotions and all these things, and he manipulated me very well, even my small Maya and my ego. But my ego, I even didn't know my ego that time. Sometimes I was here, but I am the one, I'm really loyal. My ego is really loyal. And I want also to help people because I have this feeling, I had this feeling inside me, but I didn't understood, and I was always trying to help the people. And yeah, now back to my chakra, to my throat chakra. When I broke up with my first boyfriend, I lost a lot of weight, and it stayed like that. It didn't got up again, or a yo-yo effect or whatever. And I was just like, I was still nice, but I was more talking to the people like, hey, that's wrong, hey, that's, nope, and stuff like this. I was more standing in for myself, for my inner voice. I was like, that's not correct, and these things. And then when I met my other ex, I was confused. We were confused. He manipulated us, and Maya was after, when she figured out, okay, he is not good for me, for us. She tried to send me many messages, a lot of messages. I'm so sorry, Maya, I didn't listen to you. But I was not connected to myself. I could not connect to myself because he manipulated me that much hard, and he was a narcissist. And I was thinking everything is my fault, and he destroyed me. He really destroyed me. Mentally, physically, I don't know. And also my soul. He also, yeah. And I started, during this relationship, we were living 2 years together, and we moved in very quick. As I said, everything he wanted, my feeling was saying like no. But he was like, no, we need to, and yeah, because of this and that, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, it makes sense, blah, blah, blah. So I listened to him, and yeah, and during the relationship, I started to feel anger inside my belly. I never felt, in my whole time, I maybe felt like I was only a few times really angry because people were assuming things about me and even telling me like, yeah, you did this and you are like this, and I was like, no, I didn't do that, I know it. And I only had this time anger, but in my whole life, I'm over 30 years old, I never felt like anger or anything in myself. And during the relationship, it got worse and worse, and I was even talking to him. I was like, hey, I don't know, I just feel angry, I don't know why. And he also couldn't help me. I realized, of course, because he was treating me so bad and he was just using me. Um, that's why I was feeling the anger, because it was not right. It was not right. The things he did to me, it wasn't right. And then I don't know exactly what happened. Actually, I know what happened. We broke up, or he started to have the talk. And I remember we sit down and he taught me like, I don't know, this, that. And I was like, and I was always, he even called me Mimosa because I was crying. I was so sensitive. I was crying very fast and all these things. The little Maya is very emotional, little Maya. Now, coming to my birth. Then he broke up with me. Oh, actually, he was talking. I even didn't said anything. I was just waiting for him to take his talk and whatever. And I was just there, and he was crying if it's the right decision or whatever. And he was crying a lot, and I was just there, like I was like an ice block. I didn't felt anything really. I was ice colded. And he was looking at me, and I could feel him like, what the fuck? She's the one always crying, and now I'm crying, and she's just sitting there like careless, like really without any emotion, without anything. And then I went to the other room and I started to cry because I was so angry and so disappointed and so confused, and even asking myself like, why didn't I cry before, crying together with him. But I couldn't. And this crying was just the angel crying because I knew something was wrong. And then I moved out pretty fast from home, and I still try to be nice with him. And of course, that was the small Maya. She's nice to everyone, or she used to be nice to everyone, even to the bad people. And then a few days later, a few weeks later, I don't know, I had to sleep at my home because of work. I had different shifts and it was complicated. So once a week I used to sleep there until I could organize myself. And then we had a talk, and he asked me like, I don't know, he told me like, we were talking and he told me like, I miss the old Maya. And I didn't know I knew what he mean, but I wasn't conscious still in that moment about myself. And then I started to cry too, because I missed her too. I missed her too. And I didn't know which part of me is it. I couldn't feel this part anymore inside me. The one which is happy, the one which wants to help everyone, and which is nice and kind, and everyone liked her, and she was like, I didn't feel her anymore. It was like my ego. And yeah, it was a very difficult time. I was just living in my ego, and after a few months I had to go to the emergency. I had like a surgery, then it was needed a second surgery, and it was terrible. I got traumatized in the hospital, and it was a bad time. And then I had like another surgery, and it was also terrible. Yeah, I was passing a lot, and my small Maya, she wasn't there. It was just my ego. And of course you're thinking like, hey, why am I still here? I don't feel anything anymore. I just feel anger, and it was a hard time. And then after I went to Mexico, also to heal. I wanted to heal myself from all the surgeries, but because I still had to go to work, even I couldn't, but it was complicated. And there were a lot of things going on in that time, also about my mom. I wanted to help her, but I also didn't have the strength to help myself. And I went with hope to Mexico to heal and to find a solution to help my mom, and it didn't work. And I was just like, I don't know, I lost the feeling to live. I was like, why I'm here. I had some, thanks God, I had some debts to my family and to a friend. And I was like, okay, just pay the debts back, and then whatever, do whatever you want, kill yourself or. And I was just living there. My ego was born. Actually, no, it wasn't born. I was always here. But I always put Maya to have the lead, the small Maya to have the lead in my life. And I've never had an ego. People taught me many things, expect if I if someone wanted to tell me what I did, and I know I didn't do it for sure. And I had like 2 situations, and people just tried to be mean or to make me problems for nothing. And that these are the times I got scared, because I knew it's not correct. But that was also small Maya being angry. Or not angry, I don't know, just protecting herself. And then, when I broke up with my second boyfriend, I will call him now narcissist, because he was a narcissist. All the things he did to me, that, I don't know, no one deserves these things, really no one. And I was just blind and manipulated, and I was also anyhow confused. After that, I lost also a lot of weight. I couldn't eat anything anymore. Everything I ate, I threw up again. I didn't felt anything. I even didn't had any emotions and nothing. I was just here, and everyone was complimenting me like, "Wow, you lost weight," And I was just here. I was like, "Yeah," because, how did you lost weight? And I was like, I didn't do anything. Of course, I didn't eat, but I just lost weight, but not because I wanted to lose weight. It's just because of the situation. And then, I wasn't connected to myself anymore. I don't know where small Maya went or what happened. I couldn't feel her anymore. I wasn't connected anymore to anyone. I was just playing a role. I put a mask on. I tried to be like Maya, the nice one, but it worked. I'm a really nice person. If for me, for my ego Maya, respect and politeness and these things, they are very important for me. So if someone comes to me, steps inside to me like this, I'm like, here, I can be friends with anyone, even my ego Maya and the small Maya. But then I met my twin flame, and it was so nice because I was connected again to Maya. I could feel her. She was back. I could feel her. And I didn't know what's going on. And I recognized myself in him, and I even told him, like, yeah, I used to be like this before the small Maya was gone. And it's so beautiful to see you and to feel you, because I miss her. And And then, I don't know, everything happened so fast, and it's just, I read about these things, but I didn't read about the spiritual death. I read about the ego death, but actually my ego was born, so I don't understand what exactly happened or how it happened. But now, since my Kundalini Awakening, I treat people different. I read the energies when someone wants to talk to me. I read the energies, and then we decide who is going to talk. It's like, is it the small Maya or is it the ego Maya? And until now, it worked very well. And I'm so grateful and so thankful that she's back. And even I figured out about the second ex that I was thinking he's a karmic partner, but he wasn't. Or maybe it's a little bit complicated to explain, but yeah, it was like small Maya was like, I don't know, it's weird to explain, but she was like, she was feeling sorry because she was confused and she was thinking he's our twin flame, because he doesn't look at all at the types I used to date or whatever, and but he kind of looks similar to my twin flame. Most of all, he looks similar. And I know small Maya got confused, and I know she tried to lead me out when she figured it out, but I wasn't connected. We couldn't connect because of also of his manipulations, and I was feeling so many things, and I was feeling always bad, and everything. I didn't listen to myself. Even I'm sorry that I didn't listen to Maya, but I was just a loyal person, and he was always making me hope, and I was thinking this is the right way and the right decision to be with him and all these things, but yeah, he destroyed a lot, and it took me a long time to pass many things and to understand many things, what happened and why could happen. And yeah, I don't know, it's just like I don't understand it. Anyhow, thank you if someone listens to it or not, or maybe someone can tell me more about this, or maybe it helps someone else. I hope so. Don't be with a narcissist. If you don't have a good feeling and you don't feel treated well, and you're just treated bad, and you're not loved, just leave. Really leave. Don't do this to your inner self. It's giving you signs that this is not the right place to be and that you need to leave. Lots of love and light. Bye.